Hey everyone, so today we are focusing more on strength. So there will be a nice little bit of variety in this still, but we're thinking about getting strong. Yeah. Let's do it. So we're going to start standing today and let's just dive straight in. So just find yourself in that nice neutral posture, knees nice and relaxed. You can just let that abdomen relax for now. Take any adjustments that you might need to, roll the shoulders, take any movements that feel good. Just so you can relax into that body a little bit. And then let's just take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice and relaxed in the abdomen. Feel those ribs just expand up and out. Just a few breaths. And then we're going to start adding in some movement. So we're going to take a deep breath in. Big stretch up and over, nice big side bend, and then exhale. To the other side. So as always, just starting nice and steady, and then gradually as you move, increase that range of motion. Staying with that breath. Two more each side. Last one each way, nice deep stretch now. And back into center. Beautiful. Coming to the back edge of the mat, just a couple of roll downs. We're not actually going to transition down to the mat just yet. So we're just going to roll down through the spine. So again, just starting nice and neutral. Taking a big breath in. And then on that exhale, just dip in the chin, let the head become heavy and really focus on just moving one vertebrae at a time. Head and shoulders are relaxed, arms just hanging. Bending in the knee. All the way down to the bottom. Coming to rest here, take a breath. Exhale, slight engagement in that pelvic floor, and then just stacking that spine. Again, one vertebrae at a time. All the way back to standing. 3 more. Down to the bottom. Deep breath. All the way up. 2 more. Big breath. Really just focus on that spine. Everything else is just relaxed. Just visualize each little vertebrae. To standing. One last one. Deep breath. And coming back. All the way to standing. Nice. So now, we're going to be doing some leg raises. So, a couple of things going on here. We're working on stability, so keeping this upper body nice and still and stable. Mobility in the hips and in the legs, and also a little bit of balance as well. So let's start on the right leg. So left foot, we're just going to ground down into the floor. I want you to think about all your weight being evenly distributed in that foot. A little bend in the knee, so we're nice and grounded and supported. Draw the belly button in. Remember, we use those abs to help with that support and that stability. And then we're just going to lift this right leg off the floor. Just find our balance here. Pick a spot on the floor to focus on if it helps. And then extend that leg. So, nice and still in this upper body, nice and strong. Just moving from the hip. We're just going to raise the leg up and down. And don't worry about how high those kicks are. You might just be down here. Whatever's good for you. Point your toe and just lift. But we're nice and tall. If I was to look at your upper body as you move here, it'd be as if nothing was happening. Drawing that belly button in. 4 more here. See if you can lift a little higher maybe. Last one. And then into a side lift. So draw the belly button in a little bit more. Keep that balance. We don't want to be tipping in the body to compensate. Just a little side lift, just to wherever you can, remaining nice and stable. There is obviously going to be a little bit of movement. Do your best just to stay strong. Keep a little bend in that supporting leg. 4 more. Last one. And then we're going to take it behind. Take that leg up behind. Extend and lift. Again, staying strong. Try not to tip forward on this one. We'll get a little glute engagement here as well. Working into that posterior. Keep drawing that belly button in. Four more. That's 2. Down, do a little dance, shake it off, shake off that supporting leg, and get ready to switch to the other side. So, planting that right foot into the ground, getting ready for that left foot. So like I said, just lift that heel, lift that foot, find that balance first before we move. Extend that leg, draw the belly button in, a little bend in that knee. Those toes. Four more here. Keep drawing that belly button in. A little bit higher. The side, just if you need to, draw in, I know it's tempting just to swing out here, but don't do it, stay strong. 4 more. More. Got a little bend in that supporting leg. Nice. Coming into that posterior. Behind. Draw the belly button in. Standing up tall. Keeping everything. Try not to over arch that back. 4 more. Last one. Down and shake it off. Do a little dance. Now, if that one wasn't enough to get a little bit of fire going in the legs, the next one certainly will. So we're going to start with just some squats. We'll just start with our basic squats first, and then we're going to add on. So coming into our squat stance, so feet are going to be wider than hips, toes pointing away to about 45 degrees. So a couple of things to bear in mind in your squats. Think about sitting in a chair. So you're pushing the hips back, chest lifted, knees track over the toes. Yeah? Let's give it a whirl. Don't worry about how far you come down. Gradually, as we warm up into it, you might get a little bit deeper each time. So we're just going to take a nice little squat down and then up. So I'm going to do this from the side for a few as well, just so you can see. So my knees are tracking over the toes. I'm actively thinking about pushing those knees out so they don't roll in on the way up. From the side, I'm sitting down in a little chair, my chest's lifted, and I'm coming all the way up. Yeah, so I'm not rocking forward as I come down, the chest's not dropping, I'm staying lifted. Good job, guys, keep going. Maybe coming a little deeper this time. Nice, 4 more. A little tip actually to keep that chest lifted, it might help just to put the hands on the shoulders. I'm just making sure you can see those elbows, so then as we tip forward, it's just kind of a little marker. So almost think about lifting up as we come up, down, if it helps. So now we're going to come to the bottom, maybe not all the way down, maybe 3/4, halfway, and hold it there. Draw the belly button in, stay strong, keep that chest lifted. I'm going to lift one heel, then the other. Keep breathing, stay strong. Keep lifting. 2 more each way, and then feel that fire? Yeah, I can feel it already. Double heel, sorry. Find that balance. Stay with the singles if you need to. Come back to the squats if you need to. 4 more. Keep them lifted. And then we're going to come up and down. Keep those heels off the floor. Woo. Keep pushing out with those knees. Same things apply. Draw that belly button in. Stay strong. Pick that spot on the floor to focus on again if you need help with balance. Keep that core active. You got it. 4 more. Keep lifting those heels. Almost there. Take some concentration. Last 2. Keep lifting. Oh, have a little wobble there. We've got it. Last one. Drop those heels and shake it off. Woohoo! Nice work. Transitioning down to the mat now. So one big roll down, coming down onto our hands and knees. Starting nice and tall. Forget about that hard work. Take a deep breath in. And then dip the chin, roll it down. All the way down this time. So when we get to the bottom, hands are going to walk out, coming down to our hands and knees. A couple of rounds of cat-cow. Let's just do something that feels good after all that hard work. Deep breath in. Dip the back, lift the tailbone and look forward. Exhale. Draw that belly button up. Push into the floor with the hands. Arching through. Nice. Just stay with your own breath in your own time. Really exaggerate that movement again. Just focus on that spine. Two more. Relax. So staying on our hands and knees, we're going to come into some knee hovers now. So again, thinking about stability and switching onto that core. So tucking the toes underneath here, nice and long in the spine, drawing the belly button in. So you should feel as we do this that those deep core muscles start to fire up a little bit, but think about drawing them in and switching them on anyway. So we're actively moving from there. Draw the belly button in, switching onto that pelvic floor, pushing into the floor with the hands. All we're going to do, hover those knees a couple of inches off the mat and then slowly back down. Just do that a couple of times just to familiarize yourself with that sensation. Working with that breath. Two more. Last one. And then relax. So I'm just going to add on to that one a little bit now. So what we're going to do, we're going to hover those knees off the mat. We're just going to draw the hips back to the heels and then come back forward. Keeping those knees, where they are. So just keep those knees hovered off the mat, draw the belly button in. Ease the hips back, ease them forward. Focus on those knees, staying exactly where they are. 4 more. Moving slow. That's 2. That's 1. And slowly down. Just take a little stretch off. Quick little stretch. Lovely. Another one to do while we are here. Push-ups. So, this one you can do in a full push-up or on your knees. I am not going to do a full push-up. So, from your hands and knees, step those hands slightly further forward. If you're going to go into that full push-up, just tuck the toes under, transition to high plank. Otherwise, from your knees, you're just going to bring that weight forward. Yeah, so we don't really want to be in this box position if we can get away with it. It's not really doing anything for us. We want those hands slightly further forward, weight forward. So we've got that body weight over the arms, draw the belly button in. And what we're going to do is come to the bottom range of our push-up. So we're going to come down, we're going to hover a few inches off the mat, count to 4, and then we're going to come all the way down, and then push back up. Yeah? So push-ups, just with a little extra spice. So, here we go. Coming down to the bottom, hold, 2, 3, 4, and down. Keep those elbows tucked in. Keep that belly button drawn to the spine. Nice work, guys. Stay strong, stay disciplined. We've got 4 more to do. Coming down, hold. 2, 3, 4. Coming down. 3 more. Elbows tucked in. Last 2. These are getting spicy. Last 1. Stay strong. Big push up. Woo. And take a stretch off. Aye, aye, aye. They don't off fatigue pretty quickly. Just give those arms a little shake off if they need one. Nice. So, coming up onto the knees now. This little kneeling position. So, if you need to as well, if you've got quite a hard floor, just pop like a little cushion or just roll your mat up underneath. And we're going to extend one leg away. So this as well can get a little uncomfortable on the hip. So if it does, just bend in that knee a little bit, bend it forward, and it'll just take that little pressure off. Arms are going to extend up towards the sky. And we're working on the abs here. So, draw the belly button in, as always. We're going to just do a little side crunch into the body. So we're thinking about these obliques here. So as we move to one side, focus on the obliques on the opposite side, activating to bring you back up, yeah? So as we lift, as we extend to this side, you'll feel that switch on a little bit there. Fire in there to bring it back up, yeah? So we're going to first of all go towards that extended leg. So take a big breath in, draw that belly button in, and then a little side crunch. Again, don't worry too much about that range of motion. Just come to whatever's comfortable for you. Moving slow. Keep drawing in. Four more to this side. Last one here. Back into center, take a breath. Now we're going to go towards that bent knee. You will feel it's a little bit harder. So you will just need to draw in that little bit more just to bring yourself back up to center. Remember, if you're getting a little bit uncomfortable in that hip, just bend that knee. Four more here. Last one. And let those arms go. Come back. Come on to the other side. Take any little stretches in between if you need to. Extend that leg away. Find that position. Extend those arms up. First of all, going towards that extended leg. So draw the belly button in. Take a breath. Exhale. Crunch it over. With it. We're nearly there. Four more. Keep drawing in. Last one. Coming into center, taking a breath. Draw the belly button in towards that bent knee. Nice. Four more. And last one. Nice work. Come out of that one. Coming all the way down onto the front. And you can take a nice big full body stretch while we're here, if you want to. And then we're going to come into dart. So we'll just do a few rounds of dart, just to get a little work on the back muscles. And then we'll add on a little bit. So we begin with our arms extended by the side, head resting down on the mat. Activating in the core, so we're drawing that belly button in, rolling the shoulder blades back and down. So remember, we're switching onto the back muscles here. So taking a nice deep breath. Exhale, drawing in at the core, rolling the shoulder blades back and down, reaching for the feet. Big lift up here. Nice and long in the neck, a little tuck in the chin, looking down to the mat, and then coming down. Let's do 4 of those. Big breath at the bottom. Remember, shoulder blades back and down, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lifting as high as we can. 3 more. See if we can lift a little higher each time. Really switching onto the core, use those abs to protect the lower back. Last 2. Reach for the feet. Tucking the chin, not looking forward like this, remember, looking down. Last one. This one we're going to stay up there. So coming into that dart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, staying strong. Make sure we're switching on the abs. We're going to twist in the body, reach for one foot. Coming into center to the other. This one makes me feel like a little seal, wiggling along the sand. Don't know if that helps to visualize, but 2 more each side. Keep drawing in at the core. Can we reach any further? 1 more. It down, come all the way down to the bottom. Woohoo! Coming onto the lower body now, so head's just going to rest down. Let that upper body relax. Just come into some leg raises here. So we'll start with single leg raises. Again, we need a little activation in the core. Thinking about the glutes here. So alternating, squeezing the bum. So we're just going to lift and lower. Again, doesn't really matter how high it comes, I just want you to feel that glute activation. Trying to relax in the lower body if you can. Focusing on those glutes, squeezing the bum. Two more each side, then we're going to add on, lifting a little higher if we can. just stick with those singles if you need to, otherwise we're going to go for a double. So pointing both toes, draw the belly button in, big squeeze of the bum, lift, and lower. Try and relax that upper body. I know it does want to grip a little bit, but try not to let it. 4 more. Two more. Nice, and last little variation here. Bring those legs together. Draw the belly button in, we're going to lift. Take the legs out wide. Bring them back together. And down. And again. Squeezing the bum. Keep drawing that belly button in. Nice guys, keep it up, we'll do 2 more. Try not to rush. Last one. And down. Lovely. Roll all the way onto your back now. For some abs. First of all, we're just going to hook the knees in. Give yourself a little rock from side to side, do whatever feels nice here. Just ease off that back. Little back massage. Maybe circle the knees around. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, coming into the abs, so we're just going to start in tabletop, so knees are just going to hover above the hips. Draw the belly button in. Arms, hands are going to come behind the head, and we're going to curl up. So draw the belly button in, a little space between the chin and the chest again. So these are extra spicy bicycles. So we're going to bring one knee in, extend that other leg away, and then before we switch to the other side, we're going to meet in the middle, and then the other side. Switching on to those deep core muscles. Extra spicy. Moving slow. Try best to let those feet meet before you move. Discipline. Keep breathing. Two more each side. Three more, I think I lost count again. And then hug them in. So, just a nice little quick fire up there. We're going to come all the way up to seated now. So now that you've found those deep core muscles, we're going to use them a little bit more. So, those of you that might have done some of the other videos, you'll have done maybe the C-curve. C-curve kind of feeds into this one. So this one is our full roll down. So we're going to focus on a slow roll down, and then we're going to come back up to seated, but don't worry too much about that upward phase. We're going to focus on the lower end phase. The lower end phase is where we'll build that strength. So we're going to start with legs extended, arms extended. So again, drawing the belly button in. So from that C-curve, nice big curve in the spine as we move here. So we're going to tilt the pelvis under, a little tilt, draw the belly button in. So you can feel already that spine's just already started a curve. And then we're just going to switch onto those abs, and we're going to slowly lower it down. So we're really focusing on curving through, controlling it down as slow as we can. You'll feel that little sticky point. I want you to try and move super slow through it. all the way down to the mat. Arms come up and overhead. So like I say, on that upward phase, don't worry too much. We can come up nice and fast. Up and over. Or if you need to, you can just walk yourself back up. Yeah? Further down the line, as you build that strength, you can do like the slow roll down and then slowly back up. If you've got that in your practice already, go for it. If not, we'll do the slow down and then fast up. I'm going to give myself a little bit more space. So here we go. Curving under, drawing the belly button in, slow it down. If you do feel that little point and you kind of drop off, don't worry. Each time you do it, just try and slow it down, control it through. The slower you go, the better. All the way down, up and over. And again, always starting from that neutral spine. Just practice in your own time. Everyone's at different levels. Four more. Keep drawing into the belly button. Curving through. Discipline seems to be the theme of the day. Don't just let it drop off, control it through. One more. I just told a little lie. We're going to do one more because we're going to stay down on the mat. Surprise! Coming all the way down. Might as well. Last one here, staying down here. All the way down. Woo! Nice! Coming into bridge. Take a little hook off if you need one. Otherwise, we're going to come into our bridge position. So, feet nice and close to the hips. So you should just be able to touch the heels with the hands here. Feet, knees and hips all in line. And as we move, just be aware of the knees, not so they're not rolling in or out. Again, a little tilt of the pelvis to begin. Arms are just going to rest by the side. So tilt under, draw the belly button in, hollow it in. I'm just going to roll up, squeezing the glutes, activating the abdominals, nice and high, all the way to the top, moving through the spine, and then slowly down. One vertebrae moving at a time. I love that movement through the spine. Nice. And then when we get to the bottom, we reset. Back to neutral. Take a breath. Go again. Trying to lift a little higher each time. Keep a note of those knees. Make sure they're not rolling in or out. Three more. Nice and high. Big squeeze of the bum here. Plant the weight into the feet. Grounding down into the feet here. Little pulses. Pulse. Squeeze. Squeeze. Where those knees have rolled in. Abs tight. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up there. Behind the back, we're going to clasp those hands together, interlace the fingers, and just try and walk those shoulders together. Active in those arms. Lift the hips high. Hold it, hold it. A little bit longer. And just let all those hands, the shoulders back, and then slowly coming down. Nice. Plug those knees in. Nearly there, guys. 2 last things. So coming up to seated. This one's a new one, what I learned. So, hands are going to come by the hips, palms facing forward. And we're going to push into the floor a little bit. We're going to rock up into like a high bridge kind of position here and then transition through. So we'll just start that first. So, thinking about popping some weight into the heels. So you're going to push up onto the heels here. So just pushing up into the hands, lifting the hips high into a bridge, and then transitioning back down. So just try that a couple of times first. Coming back to that seated position. You'll feel those abs switch on, and if you don't, switch them on. Nice. So hopefully we've got that. We're going to add a little hover into that. So next time, we're not going to sit down on the mat. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up, nice and high, draw the belly button in. As we come through, hover here. So my bum's wrapped down, back up. Use those abs, switch onto the abs, pushing into the floor with the hands. Here we go, 4 more. Nice. Be disciplined, don't sit down. Stay active. Last one. And then lower down. Oh, give those arms a shake. A bit spicy on the arms too, that one. Last one. So, bit of a sequence here. We're going to come into our V-up position. A few variations to make it a little bit easier if we need to. I'll start with the easiest version and then I'll add on. Easiest version, we're just going to keep those feet on the floor and we're just going to roll back until we feel those abs kick in. We're going to extend one leg away, across the floor and then back, and then the other. Next, second version, we're going to come up into our V-up. So we're going to take those legs off the floor, draw the belly button in, curving in the spine, keeping a little bit of engagement in those legs, and we're just going to lift and lift. Third version, arms away, extend and extend. So decide which variation you're going to do. Make sure that wherever you're moving from, those abs are working. Yeah, deep core engagement, curving in the spine, draw that belly button in. If you're coming into that full position, let's go. Here we go. So just single leg, single leg. Doesn't have to be a super high lift either, even if it's just down here. That's fine. Remember, this is the last little bit. Challenge yourself. Stay strong. 2 more each way. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to do a double. So remember, you can hold on to it, you can do it on the floor. Double leg lift. Peekaboo. Stay with it. Keep drawing in. Three more. One more variation after this one. Hold it there, take a little rest if you need to. Otherwise, last variation. Extend. Take the legs out. Oh, balance. And down. 4 more. Moving slow. Keep drawing that belly button in. I lied before when I said 4 more. I'm going to do 2 more now. Full of lies today. Last one. Here we go. And down. Woo! Did we manage? Nice. How strong are you feeling? I'm feeling pretty strong. Strong enough for a stretch. So sitting nice and comfortable. Let's just relax it down. So you can sit however you want, cross-legged or legs extended, whatever. Just a little side bend flow through here. So we're just going to stretch over into a side bend. And then we're just going to sweep through around to the other side. So work with your breath a little bit here. Exhale to sweep through. Inhale into that side bend. Come into that side bend a little deeper each time. One more each way. Into center. Just take a little relax over here. And then coming all the way up. Lovely. Coming into our log now. So one leg, is going to come in front of us like this. So it's nice and straight in front of us. The other one, that foot is going to stack on top of that knee. So we've got like our legs in parallel like this. Nice little one for the glutes here. And then if you've got this little space here, it's just like a little tension in the hips. So if you want to, you can just spend a little bit of time of trying to relax that down towards the floor if you want to. Otherwise, we're just going to come straight into it and we're just going to relax over. And you should just feel that nice, tight little stretch in the glute here into the hip as well. Take some deep breaths. Let your body relax into it. As you relax into it, you can just see if you can come a little deeper. Take a deep breath. easily come out of that. And remember, if you want to, you can hold those stretches a little bit longer. The beauty of technology, just click pause. Coming onto the other side, so that other leg is going to come onto the bottom, top leg on the top. Again, you can just ease that knee down if you want to or need to. Otherwise, coming down onto the elbows. Relaxing it over. Come in a little deeper if we can. Take a deep breath. Exhale, coming up. Beautiful. Shake those legs off. Coming into a little squat. So, little squat here. So we want to keep our heels down on the floor. So this will look different for everyone. So some people might need to be up here a little bit. That's fine. If you can, sit down a bit lower. And sit down a bit lower. I don't want your chest down either. So remember when we did those squats at the beginning? Chest nice and lifted. And then, hands in prayer pose. I'm just going to push the knees. Lower those hands down, push the knees away. Stretching into the hips. So you might need to just maneuver a little bit to get yourself comfortable there. And then just sit into it. Again, deep breaths here. Just pushing those knees away. Those hands on the floor. I'm going to drop the head and lift the hips into forward fold. Shoulders a little wiggle, maybe head a little nod. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bending in the knees. Light engagement in that pelvic floor. Rolling it up. Interlace the fingers. Stretch up towards the sky. Maybe a little back bend. Into center, into a side bend. Back to center, into another one. Back to center, let go of those arms. And let's finish with some nice big deep breaths. Big breath in. Big stretch up. Big exhale. Smile, all the hard work's done. And again. And last one, biggest one yet, big breath. Big stretch. Big exhale. And big clap. Well done guys, I hope you're feeling better for that. I hope you feel nice and strong. And join me for the next one.